I'm showing off the boobs. Let's go, guys. Want to see the boobs? Okay, want to see the boobs for the Holland Bingham show?
You snuggling, Blitzy.
Yeah.
She being so sweet.
And now he just kicked me.
He did.
Yep.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to Our Life in Holland. We have a cat update for those of you who saw our video yesterday, our very emotional video yesterday. We were talking about our cat Blitzen, our boy cat who is unfortunately not doing very well. I have a cat update. I wanted to update you guys on how he's doing. I spent most of the morning caring for our sweet little Blitzen, but first things first, I've got Ava, I've got Ashy, and I've got Landon. Ashton in the car today.
He lost a tooth.
Just barely lost a tooth, so the tooth fairy is coming tonight.
And would you like to know why?
No, not really.
But we're trying to find it right now.
What happened to it?
We lost it.
It's in the car somewhere, so we're gonna have to find the tooth so that the tooth fairy can come tonight.
Tell me where the tooth is so I could get it and just go home.
Landon Bingham is starting another session of physical therapy today. He reminded me that it is his 25th session. 25, you guys. Isn't that incredible, Ashy Bash? So today is his evaluation day where we go in and they evaluate how he's doing. See where he's at for a starting point for the next 3 weeks. So come along with us.
Okay, ready to stand up?
Yep.
Do you want to try it first without a hand? Sure.
Oh, I can't do it. I cannot do it.
Okay, let's try again.
I cannot do it.
Oh,
It
don't
is
even
so
have it.
challenging. Oh my! I need to get better at standing up with half nail.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really know how to do that very
I
well.
think that's a good thing to work on.
And you want to run on the treadmill with no hands?
Oh yeah, but with a harness because I know I
As long as we're safe,
I
it's fine.
tried to run at home, but my mom's like, you need to go outside and be active. You need to go outside and be active.
Now I want this foot right here. And hold on to my hands for me.
Whole time.
Yeah, right there. Oh, you were so close. There we go. Good job, man.
That made it over. Good job, Betty.
That is
Try one more
hard.
time for me.
My right leg does not want to get up.
Harder is not going to help you.
Tired.
Take your time and lift it higher. There we go. And nice and slow on your left one. There we go. Good job.
My left one to go. Yeah. My left one just does not want to go.
Good job,
But
Nando.
neither does my left. Neither one. My right does not want to go either. And it's so annoying. It's so disappointing. Try. You did great.
But then you did it, right? When we keep trying, we work it out.
That's true.
2, 3.
Good job.
Look at this. Keep going until Brittany tells you to stop so you don't hit it.
I just hip.
Right there.
I wish I would have been recording when you said that. I need you to walk backwards. I don't need you. I'm basically a pro at this.
No.
I know more than you.
All right.
There we go.
I'm showing off the boobs. Let's go, guys. Want to see the boobs? Okay, want to see the boobs for the Holland Bingham show?
Now spin this way in a small circle. Good job.
Yeah, look at this.
You can stop. Okay, let's go do stairs really fast.
Right there, see ya.
Good night. Show me up the stairs, 1 foot on each step. Good. Okay, one more time for me. Go up the stairs however you want, but not holding the handrails. Good. Okay, now you can run, but be careful. Turn around, run back.
All right, one thing I failed to mention is that when we woke up today, it was about 10 degrees outside. 10. Freezing, freezing cold. Once it got to the middle of the day, I think the highest it got to was like 34 degrees. So we are actually walking over to the second half of a soccer game. Turin was asked to guest play on another La Roca team today, which he was excited about. He's actually playing with his second cousin, I believe. He used to play soccer with him a couple years ago. Anyway, he's super excited to be playing soccer tonight. We've got all the chairs, all the blankets, and all the winter coats. I had Justin go up in our attic and get out our winter coats today at 7 in the morning because I could not bear to send my kids to school without a winter coat in 10-degree weather. So at least we're prepared. All right, you guys, on a scale from 1 to 10, how cold are we?
What is 1 the best or 10 the worst?
1 is the warmest, 10 is the coldest.
I would say mine's a 2.
You're a 2? Oh, Mr. Tough Guy over there. Ashley, what about you? I can't even see your face.
8.
You're an 8?
Okay, Mom, what are you?
Ooh, maybe a 7. We are pretty bundled.
I think you're a 10.
How you doing?
For coldest?
For hottest.
Daddy.
I would say I'm a solid 7.5.
What about you, Ava? 10's the coldest.
4? Well, it's because she wrapped up like a burrito.
Yeah, you have the best service right here. Alright, you guys, we are back from the soccer game, and I promised you guys an update on our cat. I'll be honest with you, this morning was going to give you a very different update than I'm going to give you now. It's been a long, sad day. So last night, the vet recommended that we put him kind of in a confined area with a litter box and food and water in a comfortable bed. So as you know, he not only had a bladder infection and inflammatory intestinal disease, but he also is in kidney failure. And so it makes it a lot easier for him to be near his litter box, especially overnight. So when we went down there this morning, it was the craziest thing. He must have been laying in his litter box, and I don't think he has a ton of control over his ability to go to the bathroom. So he was covered in his own litter and his own urine, and it was everywhere. It was all over the bathroom. So I cleaned it all up and gave him a bath and washed his bed and made sure his litter box was empty. I opened up a can of food and he ate almost half of it, which was really awesome, and it gave me a lot of hope that maybe he was turning a corner, because eating is the most important part. I just kind of hung out with him a lot today.
She even took him in the car, you guys.
Yeah, I took him with me in the car. And I should have known, it's just unlike him to lay like this. Like, he's the most active cat. He has such a funny personality. And in the car, he normally would have kind of been meowing and walking all over the car, and he just laid there. So we went to the therapy and the soccer game and came back, and he just seems like he's getting weaker and weaker, and it's not looking so good.
So guys, the vet kind of told us that there's a slim chance.
It's so hard because you don't want them to suffer, but you want to hold on to any hope and give them the best chance of living. So I've opened up a couple different cans of food to try to get him to eat more, and he's not interested in eating, and he's honestly just like, he's just so weak. He just kind of lays here. So we are going to give him his fluids for today, but we're thinking that he might not make it much longer, so.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna make it through the night, you guys. So in the event that he does not, This is your guys' chance to say goodbye. All right, you guys, so little update for you here. We wanted to wait to kind of do this part of our video until we were certain, but little Blitzen passed away last night. In the middle of the night, I stayed with him till about 1 a.m. and then, you know, set him down in his little room here in a nice little cat bed, and we kind of knew. But yeah, we woke up this morning and he had passed away.
I kind of talked about this earlier in the video, but he seemed like he was doing decently well in the morning, and then when we got back from everything, he had declined significantly. I sat on the couch with him, holding him probably from like 6:45 until 11:30 when I went to bed. He progressively just kind of got worse, like he got too weak to walk, and when it became obvious that he, you know, was probably going to be dying soon, we called all the kids in and I just let each of them hold him and pet him and get a picture with him, and all 3 of them had done it, and it was Ava's turn. And all of a sudden he started meowing like crazy, and his arms and his legs went stiff and were shaking, and I realized that he was having a seizure. It was very short.
Which you read online is pretty normal, as they're, 1, if they have kidney issues, which he had, and 2, as they kind of near death, that tends to happen, so.
It was really sad. It was really, really sad. So in that moment, Ashton and Ava just burst into tears. I was crying, and then Landon started crying, and it was really sad, and everyone just kind of gathered around him, and we just said goodbye.
It's a sweet little moment for sure for our family. And then this morning when we woke up, I let everyone come down and just see him and just pet him, and then we took him to the vet, and they took his body, and they're gonna give us a little plaque that has his paw print on it. Yep. Boy, guys, this cat is older than, we've said this, he's almost 14 years old. This is the first, you know, living creature Lindsay and I cared for as a newly married couple.
Yeah, so we've had Blitzen almost our entire marriage. I think we got him a year into our marriage, and we talked about this, but Justin and I were actually students at the time, and I remember him saying, I want to bring home a kitten, and I was like, okay. And we were so young. I remember the apartment we were in, and he was just this cute little kitten, and he would just snuggle with me all day long. My sister today was saying how he was kind of like my first little baby. So anyway, he's been with us for a really long time. He's been through it with Nala too, you know, through each one of our kids, and then Annabelle, and he honestly was the funniest cat. He had so much character.
More like a dog. We've said that before. Yeah.
Just hilarious personality. And I actually was talking to Justin about this today, that he was so himself up until like right before he started to decline and pass away, that he was living life to the fullest like he does right up until the end. He was sneaking outside, he was trying to get chicken out of the garbage, he was just living in true Blitzen style. So anyway, Blitzen actually got his name because we got him around Christmas time, and as you know, Blitzen is one of the reindeer. And there was one time when we asked somebody to take care of our cat, and it was during Christmas time, and he kept climbing up to the top of their Christmas tree. So he's a very funny cat. So they say that a cat likes to die alone, and that they won't die when they're with the people they love. And I felt like that was so true. Last night it was so hard. Like I felt like I couldn't go to bed. I was so sad knowing that it was probably the last time I'd see him.
Well, you could tell he kept kind of hanging on.
He was, because he was so close. I mean, his pupils were dilating, and
he kept trying to get up and walk away. You could just tell he was probably just trying to go to sleep.
And so it was so hard because I didn't want to leave him alone, but I also knew that he wouldn't let go unless we left. And so that's what happened. I literally think I held him for like almost 5 hours, and I had been actually holding him that entire morning, giving him a bath, taking him with me. So I was with him pretty much the entire day, and it wasn't until we left him by himself that he actually let go. In the end, I feel really, really grateful, because he could have died when we were out of town. He could have died, you know, instantly in a surgery. So I feel really grateful that, I feel really grateful that we got to say goodbye to him, that we got to spend a few more days with him, even though he did die a lot quicker than we had hoped that he would. But at the same time, it's really, really sad to see, you know, somebody decline and die because they turn into a version of themselves that's not them. You know, he's usually a lively, hilarious cat, and he was just really, really sad in his last few days. He was the perfect family cat. He was so sweet, and he was so tolerant of the little kids that we had around, and he just loved to be with everybody. So anyway, we're just gonna end this with like a little slideshow of our little kitty over the years.
Bye.